I'm done. I'm done with all of this. But on to the final piece of news.
Something that me and Nick are both quite hot about. I'm hot, and Nick's trying to cool me.
Capcom apologizes for their Street Fighter V beta. It was buggy. They're postponing the beta.
Buggy. Oblivion was buggy.
They are postponing the beta. They didn't say buggy. I said buggy.
Okay,
but
good.
It doesn't work. They're postponing the beta, and they will let you know when the date comes. So my whole thing, debate with this, and God, I hate defending Capcom.
Did you know that, you remember Street Fighter Cross Tekken?
Yeah.
Do you remember Mega Man in Street Fighter Cross Tekken? I just want you to think about that.
I know.
Capcom.
Those fucks.
Do you remember what he looked like? The fat dude with the
drum.
Just so, I just want you to think about that.
Yeah, you know what's funny? And now Capcom's like, with my number 9, they're like, oh my god.
Mega Man collection.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. I'm gonna buy it, but go fuck yourself. You know what? Maybe I'm not. I'll just give Nintendo my money for the Wii U. But wait, god damn it, see, I have all that money in the Virtual Console. I can't sell it. I will not sell that, because that is useful, because it's like I have a tablet.
Right.
I watch YouTube videos.
And then your NX will be the same size as the tablet.
I'm Team iPhone. Dude, if that... Nah, I doubt it.
That was
They're
just
not that
somebody's
stupid.
idea.
I know,
I mean,
but it makes
it might be
too much
smartphone
sense.
compatible, but like...
It makes too much sense.
It doesn't make too much sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
What if it's like a smartphone that comes with motion controls?
Oh my god. But my whole thing on Capcom is you pre-order the game, you are pre-ordering the game.
Right.
You're still getting it. And you are allotted a chance to participate in the beta. And the purpose of a beta is to test servers, character strength levels, and everything. You know when you are entering the beta that it is an unfinished product and it might break down. Capcom is also being nice and allotting you the same amount of days, but it's just later. It's not their fault. Well, it is their fault that the servers, but they didn't know that the servers were getting this bad. So, what do you want them to do? They're that bad. They said, we're going to fix it. We're sorry. We're going to postpone the beta. You're still getting the same amount of days. Suck it up. That's what beta's for. Because without this beta, would you rather have the game be like that when the game came out?
Okay, here's my piece on that. One, you should have working servers after you get out of an alpha. That's what the alpha's for.
They weren't in an alpha.
But the alpha
wasn't.
They did have an alpha.
But the alpha wasn't
like,
as public.
You should have, like, work, especially Capcom. For God's sakes, how many years have they been making fighting games? Like, they should have working servers out of an alpha. Second, and then if this was just like a beta that you signed up for and got like a beta key, I wouldn't really care that much. But they made it a pre-order incentive. Like, that was like, it was a pre-order incentive.
Yeah.
I see that now. It was a game that's maybe not ready for beta, but they called it a beta and said, if you pre-order the game, you get access to the beta. And then they put out something that doesn't work. And now you got a lot of people with, yeah, they're going to get to play the beta. But they got a salty taste in their mouth because Capcom said, if you pre-order, you will get the beta right here. And now they don't know what they're getting.
No, and this is the perfect thing, though. If it was a beta you just sign up for free, they'd be like, ah, whatever. Sorry.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as bad.
But they are, the reason why it was a pre-order incentive, they're giving you the same amount of time that you would have gotten with the game before to say later date. They aren't like fucking you out of your Street Fighter V playtime.
They're not. But they kind of are at the same time. It's like,
they're not.
I paid $60 now. Well, I didn't because I'm glad I'm really fucking
games.
glad I didn't.
The only reason why I pre-ordered
I would be throwing this table across the room if I had it. But who knows what these people's situations are? Maybe they got a game coming up that they were excited to play and wanted to play the beta in the interim, but now they won't be able to. I don't know. But they were planning on playing the beta between now and now, and they paid $60 to do that. No, they paid $60 for Street Fighter V. They paid $60 for Street Fighter V and a beta.
Yeah, but that's the thing. With or without the beta, you're going to pay $60 for this game. A beta was just a cherry on top for, hey, if you want to pre-order
it was an incentive to pre-order as early as possible.
Their exact words were, you can help us with the beta. Whenever you sign up for betas, you know. This isn't a demo. This is a beta. You know, just like on Steam, whenever you early access buy a game that's an alpha and beta, you know the game can break at any moment. It may not work.
Okay.
When you pre-order this game, they said you can help us beta test the game. You did.
Okay.
You found out their servers were catastrophically broken, and in the goodness, they didn't have to fucking postpone it.
Oh
say you
yeah,
can
they should
sell
have.
days.
They definitely
Oh,
had
no,
to.
I
They
know,
didn't want a
but
bunch of
they
canceled
did.
pre-orders.
You can't cancel your pre-orders.
You can't?
Well, if you pre-order on the system, you can.
Well, you can like Amazon digital pre-order.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But I don't think if you pre-order it,
I've canceled GameStop.
I don't think you get it.
I have canceled a GameStop.
No, I think it was only if you pre-ordered it from a PlayStation store. I don't know. Well,
I heard people talking about Amazon. They don't.
Oh, well, I don't know. One of them. But I don't see this as that big of a deal because you know that something. This could be wrong. Just imagine if they released Street Fighter V and they had a Halo Master Chief Collection.
And here's my counter to that: Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. All Capcom created games, all released without a beta, and they all launched fine.
Can I also? I have a retort to that. This is the first time they've worked on PS4. And
also Street Fighter 4, and that launched terribly also.
Yeah, they don't know how to. Capcom is having a hard time making fighting games on the new engine and new software.
Nobody else seems to be having problems.
Yeah, they are.
Well, that's true.
Nobody sure came out bad.
What you think came out bad?
Yeah, it was buggy when every time they tried to patch it.
Oh, that was one of those things where I read about it and I didn't hear about it.
They tried to patch it, it didn't work. Halo Master Chief Collection by
but
far the worst one.
Is like, you're like, it's one thing to have like, oh, it's a bad connection or the servers aren't exactly working.
It's a bit, yeah, the servers were catastrophically bad. Yeah, they did actually. They worked for like 2 hours.
That's not
and then it crashed.
That's not working at all.
But that's what the point of the beta is. That's why they have it. So they tweak
it feels
servers.
like it was just a cheap way to get a bunch of pre-orders as soon as possible. Because you can't tell me they would have gotten the same amount of pre-orders if that beta.
Oh no, you're right. But they're not. You're still getting your beta. It's just like a week later.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
But you're still getting the allotted days.
Because like now we're about to get the true beta. That 2 hours everyone got to play was an alpha. Because
no, it was still a beta, but they realized that their servers weren't ready to handle that many people, and they thought they were. You think Capcom wanted? I know Capcom didn't do this on purpose because that's terrible press.
No, I think that they were like they had a bit more faith in the servers than they got. But I can absolutely understand them thinking, yeah, they'll be pretty buggy.
No, because the game is not coming out for at least another year.
I know.
At least. And they could have easily said, hey, pre-order this. Because you could pre-order the game months since the second they announced the release date, and the beta was still months away. They could, if they thought they weren't ready, they could have easily said, hey, the beta is going to be in October.
They should have done that.
But they thought they were ready, and then they realized after you get your servers...
I'm not entirely sure they knew they were ready. I think they were like, well, take a chance with it, pretty sure they're ready.
Companies don't.
And honestly, I'm starting to think that a lot of companies take a chance with their games.
Companies
being ready.
don't just.
Like Battlefield 4. I'm pretty sure that game released.
Well, yeah.
They were like, I'm pretty sure this will work.
And you know what they should have had? A beta to test it.
And MCC. Oh, I'm pretty sure this will work.
And you know what they should have had? A beta. And you know why they learned from experience? They have Halo 5 betas.
No, they learned is that they're fucking scared.
And do you know what else Halo 5 was? Slightly buggy. Not as bad as that, but you couldn't connect for a while.
Like,
and they fixed it.
It feels cheap.
And then it was good.
And it feels like, not for me, but it feels like a lot of guys got cheated because they wanted to play Street Fighter V as soon as possible.
They're not going to get cheated because they're still getting the same. They're not taking the beta away from you. You're still getting the same amount of time.
Well, until like we'll see. Like if it's like a week, if it's 7 days from right now, which is today is the 27th. So if it's 7 days from right now, I'll forgive Capcom.
If it's 1 week from right now.
But if it takes longer than 1 week,
but see, they already tried. But this is why they postponed it. Whenever it went off, like they temporarily took it offline and tried to fix it, and then they brought it back online.
Yeah.
And it was only half fixed. Which this is what I give them commendable credit for just saying. If
now
only,
remember their Mega Man before you give them.
I know. A bunch of people could play the beta after they fixed it, but there was at least half the people who couldn't get on, and they said if everyone who pre-ordered can't play it, no one can play it until it's completely fixed. So they just completely postponed it. So I give them credit for not screwing over half the people that pre-ordered it. So that's the other reason why I say, you know what, that's good.
I feel like it's one thing to have buggy servers. It's another thing to just have servers that don't work. Like
it did, and then it crashed.
2 hours doesn't count.
But here's the thing. What would you have rather had? Obviously, the server, they got fucked.
I would have rather had a beta that was ready.
But what would you... I know, but they thought it was ready. And you're going to have a beta that's ready to play.
I'm not going to have shit, because I'm not pre-ordering anything from Capcom.
Well, I'm not pre-ordering anything from anyone. But when the servers do get fixed all the way, you will get the beta, and you'll play the exact same amount of time you were promised. But what would you rather have? Them completely turn off? Or if you did pre-order it, and you were one of the half that couldn't get on it, they just said, oh, well.
It's working.
it's working for some people. You're just fucked then. You don't get any game time at all.
Well, at that point, they were just in a position where they had to salvage as much goodwill as they could. So they took the higher road.
And that is my prime example of why I know that they 100% thought that the servers were maybe slightly buggy, but not catastrophically bad. Because there's no way, no company wants that bad of press. Especially Capcom, who has terrible press with people.
But, I mean, no company wants it, but plenty of companies get it.
Yeah, but that's why I know Capcom genuinely, they genuinely thought their servers were not that bad.
I feel like they put out a beta, it feels like just a marketing gimmick. Like, you can't even,
But if it was a marketing gimmick, they would have released it.
No, now they get to take as much time as they should have taken on the beta, but they've already got everyone's pre-orders. So now they can take as much time as they need to get it coming out.
The beta is fine. It's the servers that are messed up. But I keep trying to say, the characters and everything is fine.
Well, yeah, but there's no single player in the beta, so the servers aren't working. There is no beta.
But the thing I'm trying to say is, they did not release this game knowing the servers were that fucked up.
I'm not entirely certain about that.
I'm 100%
because
certain.
they get all these pre-orders, and I'm sure they got a lot.
You're right.
How many? Do you know how many were in the beta? Okay.
Oh, a decent amount.
Yeah, but they got all these pre-orders year, maybe more, before the game comes out.
Let's not get that crazy. Like, they just announced the release date at, like, E3, so it's not a year ago. Like,
I'm saying the game comes out in, like, a year or so.
Yeah, the year comes out in, like, 2016.
Okay, yeah. So that's not what I meant. But, so the game comes out a long-ass time from now. They're like, yeah, the beta will work. Now, I don't think they expect it to crash in 2 hours. But I'm thinking maybe they expected they'd have to do some work on it. But now they can take the time they should have taken on the beta.
Oh, no, but they would have never known that their servers were that catastrophically bad without this beta. You can't test for that level of people across the globe playing your game, which is why the beta is here.
Was it across the globe? Or was
yes, it was everyone who pre-ordered it. Everyone who pre-ordered it. Okay. Japan, anyone on PS4 who pre-ordered got it. You can't stress test your servers without a beta.
You should have.
And you know what they're doing? And not to mention with this, they're also having a beta that's not pre-order incentive, like later this year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I know they did not. You can't ever tell what's.
How long? Do you know how much time is allotted on this beta? Like,
I don't know. I think it's maybe 4 days. Maybe I don't really know.
But like what I think would have been better is if the pre-order incentive was, like, say, just an arbitrary date. Like, say their beta for this game is December 1st. It's like for the regular beta, anybody can get in. Well, if you pre-order it, you get in November 10th into that beta instead of December 1st. Yeah. That would have been a better incentive.
And, not to mention, with your theory of they knew it was broken,
they knew it was not.
What did you want them to do? If they were in that situation, they're in a lose-lose.
No, I don't care what they do after that. They already lost.
No, they were in a lose-lose before the beta came out then. Because they already announced a date.
Because they made a promise they couldn't keep.
They could either say, hey guys, we have to push the beta back because the servers are ready, which you can't ever tell if the server's ready until you flood them with actual players. You can do stress tests all you want, but you have to actually have the players to 100% know if it's broken. Or they could say, what they did, we'll try it and see what happens. So either way, if that is the case, they're fine.
It's not like, playing games release broken, but plenty games don't also. So I don't know what the fuck Capcom's hang-up is with these servers, but they need to get over it fast. Because
there's a lot of games. 343 out of problems.
Like, Killer Instincts is the best servers on fighting games right now. Killer Instinct servers run amazing. Yeah. And they always have. They launched amazing. I played the game day one, and it launched, and it played amazing. There's a fighting game for you. Now, not as complex as Street Fighter.
Yeah, some people's servers are messed up, and you know what? I guarantee you there's more people who are playing the Street Fighter 5 beta than there are people playing Killer Instinct.
Well, there's no one playing the Street Fighter 5 beta.
Well, there was. There was when it first happened. But that's the thing that happens with betas and games when they launch.
Whatever.
More people
I'm not ready to forgive Capcom's confusion over the PS4 server. Get the fuck over it. Get your game working.
That's what the beta is. It's not the game. This is
plenty of other companies don't have betas and get their games out working.
Wait, their game will work when it comes out.
I hope so.
Because of this beta.
Well, it should work. It should be able to work without a beta. I think of beta more as especially for fighting games, for balancing.
Yes, but should their servers? That's part of the reason of the beta as well.
Well, no one knows because.
But
2 hours of game time isn't enough to find a broken character.
No, and people also know from the stage demos and stuff like that they played.
That can only do so much.
Getting a product out that is 100%. That's why this beta's here. that Street Fighter V will be just fine when it launches because of this. Because they know.
I don't know that it will be. This actually makes me lose faith.
It doesn't at all, because they realized their server was bad.
Not bad.
Yes, that's a bad server.
No, that's a god-awful server.
They realized their server broke.
Server.
Their server broke. They're going to fix it. They're going to test it again whenever the beta comes back. They're having another beta that's open to everyone, so they get the full flood of people, a whole flood of people to see if it works. And then after that, the game is coming out.
And if Street Fighter V releases with no problems at all, I'll eat my words. Okay. But I just don't think that it will. I think that Capcom just won't learn its lesson.
Mark this down. Mark this down. But that, and this is why I can't be mad. This is the whole purpose of a beta. When he asked you, they said, help us test our game. That will be a pre-order incentive. You can play it early and help us test our game. They didn't say, you can 100% play our game, lag-free, perfect servers.
A game goes alpha, beta, launch. That's the order they go. Or alpha, beta, gold, launch, if you want to call it that. Beta, that middle part, it's supposed to be playable. Now, it can be buggy. It can have overpowered items, but it's supposed to be playable. If it's not playable, it's not a beta.
Yeah, but your beta, also the point of a beta is to also stress test your servers, which you cannot in your alpha, because alphas aren't open to the public. You can, except on Steam, which for if the creators want it.
Don't you have to buy into alphas?
Yeah, you have to buy it, but alphas aren't open to the public, and the only way to stress test your servers is to have that flood of people, and that's the point of this beta. More than anything, more than character balancing or anything, the point of this beta was to test the servers. And it did its job.
They failed that test.
Yeah, they did. And you know what? They're going to fix it, and that's the point of it. And they're nice enough to still give you your playtime.
And I'm saying I don't know why I should give Capcom leeway when other companies can release games without betas that online works just fine.
I know, but that's other companies, though.
Well, okay, Capcom, step your game up. Get better programmers or something.
They are.
Because
they're fixing
your programmers suck.
But 343, they released... Can you imagine if Street Fighter V was like Master Chief Collection? Where it didn't work for months?
It is.
This is a beta, so it's not.
I know. And
I personally, if a beta is broken, I say, oh, that sucks. Do you think I was more desperate to play the Halo 5 beta? Just as desperate as probably all the super guys that love their fighting games. Was I a little salty that I couldn't play Halo 5 that night? Because the servers were buggy and couldn't let me log in? Yeah, the Halo 5 beta? Yes, but then I said, that's the point of the beta, test the servers. It will be okay.
See, the Halo 5 beta, it gave you a full game, then you got the beta. This one, you pay $60 for a beta, then you get the full game. So, it's different. And
the game I got was broken.
It's not a good... But it still had 4 fucking epic single-player campaigns.
Okay, but Street Fighter V, let's say just like the Doom beta, you had to buy Wolfenstein. If the Doom beta is fucked up when it comes to the same thing. You're still... Because you're not paying any more money.
But you've already played Wolfenstein.
Yeah, but you're not paying any more money for the beta. You're paying the same amount. It's just that because you pre-ordered it, you can help them test
and this isn't a good look for Capcom.
Yeah, I know, it's not. I'm not saying it is, but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. And people saying that they released their game knowing that their servers are catastrophically horrible, that's stupid. Because they can't possibly...
I'm not entirely sure that that's stupid.
I know it is because...
Plus, would you really put it above Capcom?
But I'm saying that I'm doing it for this because it's impossible to know if your servers are that bad. I
don't know that it's impossible because so many other games released without betas.
Well, they got lucky.
I don't think it's luck.
It's not lucky, but their servers were good. And Capcom
it's just pure luck that Killer Instinct released working.
Capcom just happened. They thought their servers were good and they weren't. And that's the point of this.
They need to fire and hire. Because whoever they got...
No, if they can't fix it by Street Fighter...
Their character animators are awesome. Their fighting game knowledge guys are awesome. Their server programmers need to fire and hire.
Yeah, mentioned Street Fighter fighting game servers are probably the hardest ones to make.
Probably, I don't know. Probably
because people are so... Because in an FPS, if there's a teensy bit of lag, you can deal with it.
You still rage. I remember calling
but you can get over it. Fighting games, if there's a little bit of lag, it's catastrophically bad.
Yeah, because
they have the hardest job. And the fact,
and if there was just a little bit of lag, that's okay.
I fucking hate Capcom. I can throw this out there. But people giving them so much, if anyone's giving them so much shit for this, it's a beta. Get over yourself. That's the point of your beta. You signed up to test their stuff, and where their stuff.
Yeah, I tried to test their game, to play their game, not to stare at a loading screen.
Yeah, but guess what? You're testing their game, and the servers are busted. That's the point of it.
It's bad.
It is bad.
It's very bad.
It is bad, but you gotta realize
people have a right to be upset.
Yeah, but they have to also realize that's what they signed up for, to help them test it.
Nah. Like,
and if they were taking away your beta game time, that's one thing, but they're not. You are still getting the exact same amount of time.
Yeah, and you know what? Nice of them.
It wouldn't surprise me if they actually extend your time. Well, because they want to test it even more.
They should, because apparently they need a lot of testing, because their server programmers can't make a fucking working beta.
Dude. You are giving them too...
How long until Halo 5 was playable as a beta?
Their servers weren't as catastrophically broken as that. But if you want to use a Halo reference, Master Chief Collection took 4 months to be played.
Right, but that was 4 games, all having to be consolidated into one online server. Yeah. I can get over that being
all
difficult.
Games only HD res. Oh, some of them HD resed. Those are all running on old engines and stuff. This is a brand new game.
And I'm talking about, like, that was like that whole thing.
And that's their game. That wasn't a beta. That was their game that I paid $60 for. I had to wait 4 months.
That you still had 4 single-player campaigns to go through.
Okay. But this is I know, but that is the game that was broken. Let's not bullshit. People bought Master Chief Collection for Halo 2 HD.
Yes, and they had every right to be upset when it didn't work. But I'm on their side there.
That was their finished product that was broken. This is a year out.
And they fucked up too.
Yeah,
they fucked up too.
Way worse than this. This is people need to realize, because I don't think a lot of people are as mad as you. I think.
Oh, you haven't been on the comment boards.
That's comment boards.
That's where you get it, where everybody says things.
People say, like, I'm going to, like, slit your throat.
You go into forums or comments, that's where you get your consensus.
This, to everyone complaining at Capcom, yes, they're garbage. Yes, they're crap. Yes, my phone auto-corrected Capcom to crap because I've typed this so many times. You have to realize this is a beta. And the point of this beta is to test it. You're still going to get your playtime. You're still getting your $60 worth of Street Fighter V when it comes out, because you're going to pay the same amount. You're only helping them do it. And oh my god, I can't play Street Fighter V for a few days or however long it is.
We'll see how long.
Suck it up.
We'll see how long.
Guess what? If Street Fighter V, the finished game, did this, you have every fucking right to feud.
I'm starting to think it will. And now, will it be playable? God, I hope so.
How about this? I will bet you $50 right now, I will bet you $50 right now that Street Fighter V, when the game releases, will be just fine.
See, that's just it. What qualifies as just fine? Is that like slightly off-pinged servers?
No. I'm saying there might be lag, because that's not servers. That's also has to do with people's connections. Mm-hmm. You will be able to find games.
See, no, I'm not going to bet $50.
See, it will not be catastrophically broken.
Is that it will have, like, a pretty decent amount of like playing a match of just like lag, because honestly, every Capcom fighter has released with servers that needed a little bit of work.
Yes, and prime example, you said none of those games had betas.
No, they didn't.
And this is why they have a beta.
At least playable.
Yeah, I know, and this is why they have a beta.
And
this is also a new engine they're working on. All those other games, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they've already used 360 engine and PS3 engines before.
So Street Fighter 4 was their first, like, bad generation.
And that was just fine at launch.
And Rebel?
Did you buy Street Fighter? That was before you were into Fighter.
No, I know, but I've read about.
I bought Street Fighter 4 at launch.
You didn't play online.
Yes, I did.
You played online and you were still as bad as you were?
Yes, me and James were our huge Street Fighter fans. But I keep saying, like, you bullshit with James about not being... Me and James, every Saturday... used to dump quarters of Street Fighter 2 arcade at the Roller Barn. Me and James bought Street Fighter 4 at launch. Both of us. And we both played online. It was just fine. But, as I'm saying, this is a beta. This is the point of it. Street Fighter V will launch just fine. You're not going to get a Master Chief Collection thing. It will be just fine.
Yeah, that's not worth $50 bet, because it might be playable. But it might not be satisfying either.
But
the Street Fighter Cross Tekken launched with, like, it worked. But it was like really laggy games.
That is also Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That is also a little more. There's a lot more to lag because there's like 4 fighters or like chain.
I don't know how much that affects things. Yeah. All I know is that it was a Capcom made game. It was Capcom servers.
And here I fucking hate Capcom. They're garbage.
Remember Mega Man in that game?
if any game company deserves to get shit on, they're one of them. But
and then you've also got Ultra Street Fighter 4, which was just a fucking port. Like, that bombed.
Yeah.
Like, that launched unplayable. They're like, you want to use it at EVO? No.
And that is the prime example of why this beta was so necessary. Because they...
no, I agree that the beta was necessary. I have no problem with the idea of a beta.
No, I know.
My problem with the beta
if you don't
is
have a problem, but if you don't like the idea, if you like the idea of a beta, you have to accept that this is something that could happen. The servers could be catastrophically wrong. Because when you sign up, you are signing up to test everything.
It's like if I go to a pool and I put my stuff in a locker and the pool says we're not responsible if your stuff gets stolen, but it gets fucking stolen, I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
That's not.
I'm pissed.
Because they're not stealing your game time.
They stole it. They stole everything.
No, you know what that would be the equivalent of? You taking Mario vs. Capcom and eventually returning it.
Yeah. That was pretty dickish, wasn't it?
No. Well, it was on your part. Yes, that was. But that would be old. But they're at least telling you.
It wasn't Mario vs. Capcom. It was
whatever.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, whatever it was. I don't fucking care. Whatever it was, some shitty Capcom game.
Devil May Cry 4, which was pretty fun, but I won't go here and say it was fucking amazing.
But we're running in circles. It doesn't matter. I don't blame you, Capcom. It's okay. Well, yes,
I do because it's your fault.
I blame you that your servers are messed up, but I'm not going to shit on you for it. That's the point of your beta.
It's your fault.
You get me wrong. If the game releases and it's like this, no remorse.
No, it will be better than this.
No remorse. But I'm giving you, because all you entitled people are like, oh my god, my beta's not working. That's the fucking point of it. You know what you got yourself into.
Don't call them entitled. They're mad that their stuff's not working.
Yeah, that's not your stuff.
It is. It came with the game.
And guess it didn't.
It did. It came with the game.
And guess what?
Came with the game.
You are testing their beta, and their servers are broken.
I'm not testing their beta.
You're still getting it.
I'm not testing their beta.
This is. You know what this is? When you eat so much goddamn candy, and your parents like take it away with it, you can eat it in a few days later, so you don't get fucking fat.
No, it's like if I'm eating that candy and it gives me testicular cancer, and then a doctor comes and says, "I'll cure that testicular cancer, but thanks for testing the candy."
I don't feel that at all.
I think that works. I think that works.
You are testing now. No, you know where that would work? If the doctor says this candy could cause testicular cancer, do you want to test it for us?
No.
No, it's just like this.
No.
It's just like with the medicines, where you get a shitload of money to like get stuff injected in you, where you know
you mean your trials.
Yeah. You know what you're getting yourself into. You could get sick.
You're not expecting to get sick or unhappy playing a beta. You're supposed to be like, oh man, Ryu's OP. You need to
I know. But guess what? Part of the beta...
Oh man, these servers are kind of laggy. They should fix that. Oh man, this Nikali guy sucks. He needs a buff.
No, but...
That's what's supposed to be in a beta.
Yeah, but guess what? Part of a beta is server testing. And if a server's broken...
Oh man, this V-trigger is overpowered. It's too easy to spam. Okay, fix that.
And there's no way to know if a server... is 100% good.
There has to be a way because other games can do it.
Yeah, but you can't test it.
They have to be able to. There has to be some program.
And the track record of PS4 and Xbox One games proves that this new software
proves that other companies are lazy, like Capcom.
No, it's hard to release games that work.
Proves that other companies are they're lazy.
No,
that whatever they're doing, they don't know what they're doing.
Those are their finished products. This game is a year out. This is a beta.
We'll see if this is their finished product.
B-E-T-A. It's a beta.
It's a
beta where you are testing it. No, it's not because you didn't pay anything for it.
I did. Yeah, you did. You paid $60 for it.
No, you're paying $60 for Street Fighter V.
That's $60 I don't have in my bank account now. How many? That could be in my bank account until December.
How much money are you going to pay for Street Fighter V?
$60.
Exactly.
But
how much money?
That's money that I don't have in my bank account right now. If I
but guess what? If you pre-order now, if you didn't, that's $60 you would still have in your bank account.
For the people who are like, you know, not exactly as wealthy as you are, losing $60 is a big deal.
Either way, you're still going to lose $60.
And that $60 is like, yeah, but it's not the same, and you know it.
No, it is.
Like, if I get $60 and I get the game, cool.
It is.
But if I get $60 and I get the beta, cool. $60, no beta. $60 just
you're still getting the game.
Yeah, but I'm still out $60 right now, and I want to get what I paid for.
And guess what? When the game comes out, you'll be out $60 then. It's going to be the same thing. You're paying the same amount of money.
But
and who knows where your finances are going to be in a year? Maybe you're saying, man, I really wish I fucking bought it. I pre-ordered it a year ago when my finances were different or something.
That's different. But
it's not. It's the same thing. You're not paying any more for this game for the beta. You're only giving them your money early. That's it. You didn't pay $65 or $61 or anything. Especially if you pre-order them on PlayStation, because you don't even have to pay tax. You literally pay $59.99, not even a cent more.
Right.
So you didn't pay anything for this. This is part of testing a beta. You're going to get your days.
And I don't consider it a beta if you can't play it. If you can't play it, it's not a beta. Like, if you play for 2 hours...
A beta is an incomplete game, and you test it.
But it's a playable incomplete game.
This isn't playable. It was.
2 hours doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. 2 hours is barely enough time to hit the lab and learn a combo.
If I played Journey for 5 minutes...
This is not Journey!
No, you're right. It's not going to be a 10 out of 10.
No, it won't.
Or a game of the year.
Or, you know, have a bunch of sand in it.
But if even Halo 5, if I played one match of Halo 5 beta, which 2 hours is more than enough time to play
2
multiple
hours is
matches,
barely enough time to learn a character in the lab and then go online.
And guess what?
I don't know,
Halo
is there
5,
a training mode in the beta?
Yeah.
There is?
Max Million is doing it, yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Just with Halo 5, 2 hours isn't enough to learn a map and know where all the guns are.
No.
But guess what? If I play one match of Halo 5, I played Halo 5. I played it.
You played it, you didn't get to, like, really dive into it, though.
You're right. Because the servers were broken, which could happen in a beta, because it's an incomplete game. And you signed up for this. This is what I don't understand.
See, this is what they're trying to pass on, that a beta is like, we're supposed to be doing their job for.
No,
their job is to make a complete game. It's not my job.
No, I know, but the beta is not a complete game, and they said we have to test the servers, and having players is the only way to test them. This is why we have a beta, and also to test if characters
like, well, where was Mortal Kombat X's beta? It didn't exist, and it released with playable servers just fine.
Good for them.
So what the fuck, Capcom?
They did better, but
Mortal Kombat X has more game modes, I think, than Street Fighter V will have. It has definitely more characters than Street Fighter V will have, and it has stage interactables, as well as probably more offline content to do. But it releases fine, with no beta. So,
hold on. Number one, stage interaction content has nothing to do with servers.
I don't know. Maybe
literally, it doesn't. Nothing.
You don't know that.
The only... I do, actually.
You don't know.
Servers.
You have a solid guess.
No, I don't.
But you don't know.
Servers are only there. That's why dedicated servers. Because servers are only there
now,
to
is that
connect
mean
players
NetherRealm was better at making fighting games than Capcom? I don't necessarily think so.
That just means they're server guys.
But doesn't mean that they're better at making servers.
You're right.
No, it's not a luck thing. You say it like it's a luck thing.
No, they got it right. You're right. They got it right the first time. Capcom
with no beta and not even a demo.
But guess what? They got it right. They got it wrong. They found out they had it catastrophically wrong in the beta. They're fixing it. They're going to re-release it to you when they fix it. You're going to test it. You're not. They didn't say play the beta. They said test the beta. Prime words, and they said
you should play a beta. You shouldn't test a beta. You should test characters, not servers.
No, then you're just like Matt, who can't understand the difference between a demo and a beta. If the demo crashed, all rights to you, but it's not a demo. It's a beta.
It's a shitty beta.
You're right. It's a very shitty beta.
So I'm not even going to call it a beta. I'm going to call it a shit. They released a shit. Now, maybe they'll get a beta out there.
This is the prime example of you and Matt.
No, I get what the purpose
can't figure out the difference between the beta.
A stress test should be able to stress. It shouldn't just snap instantly.
But guess what? Sometimes, you know what? That's just like whenever you're fucking like bending shit, you break stuff out. When you're like bending a pencil, you sometimes break it by accident. You didn't mean to break it, but it happens sometimes.
What?
You know, in school,
and the guy whose pencil it was is pissed at me.
No, because he paid for it. But then you got the beta for free.
Yeah, and then like I'm out, and then you got a bunch of people who got tricked into
buying it because you're getting it back. And
because
people know, everyone out there, I know you're smart. A lot of people, like Matt and you apparently, cannot figure out the difference between a beta and a demo.
No, I know what the fucking purpose of a beta is.
What is
it?
What's the purpose of a beta?
It's to play a game and see if there's something wrong with it. It is not to purposely stress test the servers.
What is part of the game?
Beta stress test the servers.
You're right.
It was playable.
You're right. It worked. Their servers were better than... I'm not saying their servers were good. They were garbage.
Yeah, they should have put it out.
But they wouldn't have known their servers were garbage because they couldn't have tested it.
Mortal Kombat knew. Titanfall knew. Killer Instinct knew. Why can't Capcom know?
They didn't know.
Why can't Capcom know?
Because Capcom probably thought their servers were fine.
Then they're dumb.
Alright, I'll do that, but that's fine. They're fixing.
Then they are incompetent at their job. So either Capcom
when you
is
said it's
incompetent.
testing the game, servers are part of testing the game. Servers are part of the game.
But you should have playable servers. If you don't have playable servers in a beta,
you're right.
I don't think it's a beta.
No.
If you've got laggy servers, okay, it's a beta.
If you don't have playable servers in the actual game when it comes out, there's no excuse for that. Like Halo and Master Chief Collection. If your beta servers are messed up, that's fine.
No,
it's a beta.
These weren't messed up. these were unplayable.
That's messed up.
No. Messed up means like, man, this is frustrating to play.
And
not being able to
fixed
play,
it that night.
Barely.
To
the point where 50% of the people could play it? That's not fixing it. That's
okay,
putting a band-aid.
well, that's a messed up... And guess what? They did the right thing. They took it off and said, hey, you'll get your playtime, but all of you can't play.
Congratulations.
But that's the point of a beta, because it's not a demo. They did not promise you one bit that this was going to be a fully functional...
Okay.
You don't know what you're going to get when you release a beta out there. You don't know anything with servers. Mortal Kombat, they got it right. They thought they got it right, and they did.
No, it's not about thinking. They knew.
They knew
their game was
They
playing.
didn't know. Because you want to know what? I guarantee you, Mortal Kombat had a day one patch that fixed some server issues. I guarantee every single game has day one patches.
I don't know.
I know for a fact, because there is no game that gets released nowadays that doesn't have at least a gigabyte
I know Mortal Kombat's
patch.
had umpteen balance patches for characters. I don't know anything about that.
But it is a beta. They got it right. And guess what? They rolled the dice.
And honestly, I'm not entirely convinced that it's harder to make fighting game servers than FPS servers, because FPS servers have to balance 32 connections in one game.
I was saying...
Fighting games? One guy
I'm
and one guy.
saying that you have less... I'm saying you have less wiggle room with that.
I think I would do that.
I'm saying they have less wiggle room. Because lag and like connection issues are way more...
They're more obvious in fighting games.
And they're way more of a problem in fighting
games. But you're balancing 32 connections?
You're right.
In an FPS. Or 2 in a fighting game.
Okay, I know, but I'm just saying that it's more prevalent in fighting games than it is FPSs.
But it's more obvious. It's more obvious. It's not necessarily more prevalent.
And because it's a one-on-one experience, it's way more obvious. And
no, if it's not 100%, people will complain.
Lag and connection issues are far more of an issue in fighting games than they are in FPSs.
Yes, I agree.
Exactly. So they're under more of a microscope for their servers.
That's absolutely
true. You know what? Call of Duty servers fucking suck too, because there's a ton of stuff and people don't give them shit.
It's like, wait a second, that guy didn't shoot before I shot, but I died.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
then you're like,
yeah, you're right.
Look,
but you're right.
Like
not having a, you know what? I give Mortal Kombat X, I give NetherRealm, and all the other, and Titanfall. They did have a beta. So
yeah, they did. I said they had a beta, but it was
I give Mortal Kombat, I give them credit. They made a good server. They rolled the fucking dice.
It's not a rolled dice.
Yes, it is.
These are professional video game makers who know how to make a working game.
Then how come every single game has a day one patch?
A day one patch? I don't know.
Because they're never.
But they knew they needed it. But they knew they needed it.
Do you know what? You know the only games that don't have day one patches? Nintendo games. Because they're the only company that they make sure 100% of their games
Smash worked online.
Exactly. Very buggy.
It had some lag.
Because of Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because of Nintendo's shitty connections.
Yes, but they rolled the dice.
It's not a roll of dice.
It is.
Like you were taking credit away from good game developers.
No, I'm not. No, I gave them credit. I said they made a very good server that works, but not testing it first before the main product came out.
Because they have experience working with servers, they know what a good fighting game server has to look like, and they put it out there with confidence in their product, knowing that it was going to work.
You're
not
right.
thinking,
and
not probably.
Yeah, you're right. And guess who else put their server out there knowing it was going to work? Halo Master Chief Collection. That bit them in the ass.
But maybe they were rushing to make the holiday season. I don't know. Who knows about that one?
They've been working on the game for a while.
Well, maybe, but again, it came out in the holiday season.
And Street Fighter V, I guarantee you Capcom saw that. And they're like, we're having a beta now. Because as you correctly pointed out, there was no Street Fighter 4 beta.
No, there wasn't.
Exactly. And they got it right that time. But they're like, fuck that. We're putting that. And good thing they did.
Look, I'm salty about it, but I would be crazy salty if I'd spent 60 bones right now for a beta that I can't play.
You didn't spend it on the beta.
I did. That was the only reason I would have pre-ordered it then.
Okay. But you didn't spend any extra money on the beta. But you're pre-ordering Street Fighter.
Because otherwise, for new games, I set aside money over time.
It is an incentive.
But if I pay $60 right away, I never do that.
Yeah,
I always set aside.
It's an incentive.
Yeah, it is an incentive.
But you didn't pay any extra
money. And like
money.
I said, if in 7 days the beta's up and running, I'll be like, okay, Capcom, and it's working. I'll say, okay.
All right.
You got me.
So give them that. This server issue, I guarantee you they're working around the clock because it's the main thing.
Right.
They're not going to take fucking months to fix this.
7 days.
It will be good. Okay.
That's next Monday.
If it comes out and it's fine, they're still giving you the same playtime. Will you admit you were wrong on everything you just said?
I won't admit I was wrong, but I will forgive Capcom. They still should have released a working beta, but I will admit, I will give them a little forgiveness.
They tried to release a working beta, but you never know, because it's a beta, and the definition of a beta is an incomplete game.
A lot of people know. I will not forgive Capcom for
no, you know what?
Known.
I don't count a lot of betas that are released like a month before the game's out. That is clearly just, that's not a beta.
And this far away from the game, it should be an alpha.
No, it shouldn't. Alphas are like maybe like a few months into production. This game has been under production for a while.
But like, I mean, if it's that unplayable, it's an alpha.
The characters are fine, just the servers that are bad.
Well, no one knows.
But they do, because people played it for 2 hours. Like Maximilian I was watching him in training mode. He had plenty of time in training mode.
Oh, yeah, I saw those combos.
Yeah, with Nash.